In 1918, a massive U.S. Navy ship, the USS Cyclops, vanished without a trace. 309 crew members, 10,000 tons of cargo gone. No distress call, no wreckage, just silence. Was it the Bermuda Triangle? A German U-boat? Or something even darker? Stick around. This mystery might never be solved. The USS Cyclops was one of the Navy's biggest fuel ships during World War I. But on March 4, 1918, it left Barbados and simply disappeared. No debris, no bodies. Even the U.S. Navy called it one of the most baffling mysteries in maritime history. So, what really happened? Imagine a massive steel warship, longer than a football field, loaded with 10,000 tons of cargo and 309 men, vanishes without a single cry for help. No wreckage, no lifeboats, no bodies. Just gone. This isn't fiction. This is the USS Cyclops, one of the most baffling maritime mysteries in history. Even the U.S. Navy, with all its resources, has no answers. So, what really happened on that fateful voyage in 1918? Let's dive deep, because the truth is stranger than fiction. About the ship. The ship was built in 1910. The USS Cyclops was a Proteus-class collier, a bulk cargo ship designed to supply coal to the Navy. By 1918, it was repurposed to carry manganese ore, a critical war material, from Brazil to the U.S. during World War I. The ship was notoriously unstable. Its design made it prone to tilting, especially when overloaded. Checking on the final voyage timeline. February 16, 1918, departs Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, overloaded with manganese. March 3rd to 4th, makes an unscheduled stop in Barbados. Crew reports engine trouble. March 4th, departs Barbados for Baltimore, never seen again. Why this is so weird? The route was well-traveled, not remote. The ship had radio capabilities, but sent no distress signals. The weather was calm, no major storms reported. This wasn't some tiny sailboat lost at sea. This was a 542-foot steel beast, a ship built to withstand hurricanes. So, how does something that big just disappear? But here's where things get really strange. In the days before the Cyclops vanished, the crew reported bizarre incidents, things that, in hindsight, might have been warnings of disaster, which include the captain's odd behavior. Captain George Worley was a German-born American. He was suspicious during World War I because multiple sailors reported he was drunk on duty, ignored safety protocols, and took uncharted detours. And in Barbados, he refused help for engine repairs, even though the ship was clearly struggling. The cursed cargo. The manganese ore was shifting in the holds, making the ship tilt dangerously. A crewman later said, "The Cyclops was groaning like the metal itself was tired." The final, haunting message. The last radio transmission. Weather fair. All well. But was it really all well? Some believe this was a forced message, maybe under duress. And then silence. No SOS. No Mayday. Just the empty hum of the Atlantic. For over a century, experts have debated three main theories. Let's break them down because each one has shocking evidence and gaping holes. The first theory, some experts said the Bermuda Triangle strikes again because the Cyclops vanished near the Devil's Triangle, where ships/planes famously disappear. It was evident that other ships, like the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, vanished similarly. Some claim electronic fog disrupts instruments. Some problems about this theory is the Bermuda Triangle wasn't a popular theory until the 1950s, decades later. No physical proof, magnetic anomalies, etc. Smirking. Sorry, X-Files fans. This one's probably just a spooky coincidence. The second theory, some also said enemy attack, German U-boat. During that time World War I was raging, German subs lurked in the Atlantic. It was evident that a U-boat could sink the Cyclops silently, no time for SOS. Captain Worley's German roots raised sabotage suspicions. But Germany never claimed credit, unusual for wartime. No oil slicks or debris, torpedoes leave evidence. If it was an attack, why the cover-up? The third theory, some said it was due to catastrophic structural failure, which is the most likely but least dramatic explanation. Some supporting evidence on this theory. The Cyclops had known design flaws. Its hull could split if overloaded. Manganese ore is dense. If it shifted, the ship could capsize in minutes. But why no wreck? The ocean is vast. We've found Titanic, but not Cyclops. If it sank intact, it could be preserved deep underwater. No monsters. No spies. Just a tired, overworked ship meeting a sudden, brutal end. Here's what makes the Cyclops case unique. Even the US Navy, with all its intelligence, is completely baffled. Why? No distress signal. Ships this size always radio for help if sinking. Unless it happened too fast, explosion, or someone silenced the radio. No wreckage. Even the Titanic left debris. The Cyclops vanished cleanly, like it was erased from existence. 309 lives lost, and no answers. Families never got closure. Some still demand investigations today. You'd think, with modern tech, we'd have found it by now. But nothing. 2018 expedition, 100-year anniversary, scanned likely areas, no wreck. What can cause the entire eradication? Is it because the ship sank in trenches too deep for sonar, buried under shifting sand, or not where we think it is? Asterisk, so here we are, 100+ years later, 309 souls lost. And one question remains, asterisk. If you had to guess, was it the Triangle, a silent enemy, or just a tragic accident? Drop your theory below, and subscribe for more mysteries history can't explain.